Let's get into some things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be as bad, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. You know y'all. This means that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What's up? Happy Friday Eve. Lord, I'm looking like I put my finger in an electric socket. What's up? Happy Friday Eve. Hey, everybody. We are on the Tiki Talkie. Oh, Lord, my brother-in-law. He done dropped down into the TikTok. I see you. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Hold on. I'm trying to send this text real quick. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a great day. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I gotta do stuff when I'm thinking about it, or I'm gonna mess around and it ain't gonna get done. Come on in over on TikTok. We are over on the Tiki Talkie. Hey, everybody, come on in. Hold on. Oh, I don't like this lipstick. I don't like wearing this lip. It's a lip gloss. I don't like it without a lip liner. I think I need a lip liner, and I don't know where my lip liner is. I don't like it. Let me add something to this. I don't like that. Looks weird, I think. Child, when I tell you I'm using all of this lipstick, it ain't hardly nothing. We're gonna make it work. All right, y'all. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. So listen, it ain't a whole lot going on, but we're gonna talk about what we're gonna talk about. Me and El Teddy were trying to do a teacher project today, but baby, I didn't get out of work on time. What else, Billy boy? Hey, boo. But I didn't get out of work on time, so I didn't get home in time, and then he was in meetings and stuff. So we want to do like a I said I was going to let y'all know how many watch time hours we needed. Hold on, I'm going to check that while we're on here. Y'all remind me to check the watch time hours for the teacher project. I said starting in November, I was going to really be pushing so we could try to get that monetized by the end of the year. But we're going to do like an election roundup. We're going to do an election roundup for you guys. I'm confused about something. I'm not confused, but I am confused. But I'm kind of not confused, but I really am confused. I'm a little confusion about something as it relates to this Mandani situation up in New York. Hey, everybody. Oh, I didn't say hi to my people. Let me say hi to the people. I was speaking to people on TikTok, and I ain't even spoke to my people over on the tube. Let me say hi to the people. Hey, the Informed, Rock Chick. What's going on? Grown Woman, Don't Try Me. Auntie Eva. Alexis, Amber, Brandon, Kitty Doc, hey boo, Nap Queen, Lovely Nola, hey my love, Chanel, TT, Quake, hey boo, Quay, the Canary Diamond, I'm sorry, hey, Nubian, what's going on? Hey Don, hey boo, Hibiscus Rose, thank you for the super chat, mwah! Thank you so much boo, thank you. Now I'm confused. We see. Hey Fran, what's up, Complex? Hey y'all. So look, I am really confusion. Like what they really mad about? I mean, tell me what you mad about with Mandami. Like for the people who aren't Mandami fans, I just need to know what y'all mad about because you want to say, okay, y'all say that he's thank you, Chanel, supporting the dream. Yes. We got dreams over here. Thank you for supporting the dream. Thank you, boo. Because, okay, so if you want to say to me, well, I don't support it because I don't support Mandami because he's a Muslim. Okay, so let's unpack that. So y'all have a problem with Muslims only until the Muslims are buying the president a $40 million jet. That's when we don't have problems with Muslims anymore. We don't have problems with Muslims if they come from the Middle East, but we have problems with Muslims that come from Uganda. Oh, okay. Got it. Cool. Then I heard them say, well, he's a socialist. He's a communist. First of all, communism and socialism are not the same thing. So I'm going to need y'all to understand what it is. Bernie Sanders identifies as a socialist, and they've been reelecting him for 30 years. I mean, I know he's not the most liked on the other side of the aisle, but he does get reelected every time he runs. And he identifies as a socialist. So, okay. All right. Got it. Then I saw, and we're going to talk about Miss Deborah Messing in a minute. Then I saw what Deborah Messing said, well, he's never had a job before. First of all, that's not true. He has had jobs. Second of all, y'all didn't have a problem electing unqualified people when it was Trump. Because Trump had never been a politician before, and we didn't have no problem electing him. And when I say we, you know, I ain't talking about me. You know, I ain't talking about me, we. I'm just saying we, like we. Like what we mad about? People talking about something. If Mandani wins, I'm leaving New York. Bye. Go. Please leave. Please leave. Even 50 trolling sent ass talking about some, oh, it's over. New York is terrible. I can't believe this. Sir, really? Really? Now, in our latest chapter of the book, I hate that we're grown now. Because Deborah Messing, you have totally ruined Deborah Messing, you girl, hey, you have totally ruined everything that I loved about Will and Grace. I mean, you weren't the reason why I watched Will and Grace, but I definitely enjoyed you on Will and Grace. Thank you, Chanel. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Y'all let me know who got them. Thank you so much. Congratulations. So Deborah Messing, who we know is Jewish, respect. Okay. She has been very anti-Mandani. And after election night, she had a total meltdown on her social media. They said that she posted over 100, she was having like a Trump style meltdown where she was posting like all of these things and things. I'm gonna just read y'all a little bit of what she just said, okay? Now she did endorse Andrew Cuomo, so I get it. Your person lost. Okay, great. She shared memes and videos on her Instagram story about the election, including videos calling him Osama bin Mandani. Osama bin Mandani? And encouraging New Yorkers to vote no to terrorism. She also reposted a meme that, according to Entertainment Weekly, suggested that Mandani is an actual communist jihadist. I want to know what What are you basing this information on, Deborah? What are you basing this? Where do you get this information that he is a jihadist? Like, what the? First of all, being a communist isn't illegal. This is not the Red Scare of the 1940s, 1950s. It's not illegal to be a communist, even if he were, but I do not believe that's what he identifies as. But even if he did, that's not illegal. And calling this man a jihadist, I feel like you need to give me something more, because just saying it doesn't make it true. Okay. Let's keep reading. Madani is Muslim. He was born in Uganda and he moved to the United States with his parents when he was a young child. He became a U.S. citizen shortly after graduating from college. There's no evidence that Madani, who has condemned terrorist attacks, including Hamas' October 7, 2023 assault on Israel, supports jihad, which means a struggle against enemies of Islam. On October the 25th, Messing posted on Instagram that she voted for Cuomo because New Yorkers need someone with experience and that our city is too massive, complex, and consequential for Madani, who has never held a job. Now, Messing, I would have let you have the first half of that statement. If you said, listen, I don't want to vote for Madani because I don't think he has enough experience to run New York City, which is probably one of the largest cities in the country, I would respect that. Because that's a valid reason to say, I'm not going to vote for this person. That is valid. But for you to say, because he's never held a job, that's just not true. That is categorically a lie. Let me keep reading. On Tuesday, Messing reshared posts attacking Madani's support for Palestine and publicly identifying his volunteers. She also reshared a Truth Social post, because of course they don't lie about anything on Truth Social, from President Donald Trump calling Madani a Jew hater and criticizing Jewish people for voting for him. I want to know when, where, and how that was ever shared. Madani has criticized the Israeli government, but has pushed back on claims that he is anti-Semitic. Messing is Jewish and an advocate for Israel. Well, there you go. One of the comments on Messing's recent Instagram post decreed that deeply Islamophobic post in your stories, mingling all Muslims. Lord, not somebody said that they think that Madani has broken her brain. So I just need to add Deborah Messing to my list of. She even and it's not in this article, but I read in another article where she even said that he celebrated. Like, why would New Yorkers be voting for someone who celebrated 9/11? Hey, girl, Deborah. Hey, Deborah. Deborah Messing, you. Hey, girl. He was 10. He was 10 on 9/11, ma'am. He was 10. Where was he celebrating? He was 10 years old. So we're just going to have to add her to the Mel Gibsons, the Ice Cubes, any number of people who have disappointed us in the last 8 years. We just got to add Deborah Messing to the list. We got to add her to the list, child. I'm sick of y'all. And here's the reality of the situation. He might do a horrible job. I don't know. I have not. I knew who he was, but I have not followed his campaign and read up on what he wants to do. He may not do a great job, but I find it so rich from people who are so easy to accept all of these other failings of all of these other people. Cuomo, who y'all know, if y'all go back to the Panorama with me, I used to love Andrew Cuomo. I was so disappointed when all the accusations came out. And as a matter of fact, in the beginning, I was like, I ain't ready for him to step down. I need more information. Y'all can go back and remember that. Y'all can go back and remember that. I'm not ashamed to say I said it. I'm not ashamed to say that that's where I was in that moment. But you know what? When all the facts did come out, I said, well, oh well. Well, if he doesn't have bribes or assaults anyone, he's automatically better than half of his competitors. You better. There you go, Nay. You right, boo. You are right about that. All right, y'all. We got 200 people in the room. Y'all know what that means over on the tubes of the U. We got over 200 people in the room, so y'all know what that means. It's time for us to do what?
I said close them doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
Baby, it's time for them to close the doors. Don is here. And Don is working double duty. He is over on TikTok and he's over in this chat over here, honey. Don is working double duties, okay? It is time to close the doors. Y'all know what that means. It's 220 people in the room. Can we please get to over 150 likes? I would like to be at 200 likes, but can we get to 150? That is an easy and free way to support the platform on both ends over on TikTok and over here on YouTube. That is a free way to support the platform. If you want to monetarily donate to the platform, by all means, listen, donations are not required, but they are appreciated and they are accepted. So you can hit the Cash App or the Super Chat over here, and over on TikTok, you can send me gifts, so you can also hit the Cash App, okay? Now, do you have to do it? No. I would just appreciate the love. I would just appreciate the love. All right? Thank you. Over on TikTok, can we get to 5,000 likes? Can we get to 5,000 likes? Over here, can we get to 120 likes? Can we get there? Appreciate y'all. Nancy Pelosi has announced her retirement today. About 5 years too late, but I'll take it. Shit. Great. At least she announced it in enough time for there to be a reasonable campaign, for people to put their hats in the ring, and for them to have enough time to have a real campaign process. So, good for her. I mean, that's what I got. I got both of my master's degrees from her alma mater, Trinity University here in Washington, D.C. That's where she graduated from. So I got both of my master's degrees from Trinity. She's probably one of their most prestigious alumni, I should say. She comes back often to support the school. She does. Well, I mean, she's in DC, but she does. She comes back often. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Kitty Doc. I went on TikTok. Child, I am still tickled at myself that I never made the connection between your name and what you do for a living, child. I am tickled. Okay. Child, I thought they was going to have to wheel her out of there. Maybe I thought they was going to have to wheel her out of there. Thank you, Holly Young. Hype. You said liked and hyped and passing the plate. I appreciate you. Y'all can hype it too. Y'all know on YouTube, y'all can hype the videos. I appreciate that. Thank you, boo. Thank you so much. All right. Now, earlier this week, I told you guys about the court case. Hold on. What is this thing? I told you guys that the teacher in Virginia that was suing for $40 million. Well, she won 10. She won $10 million. And, listen, I would have loved for her to have gotten a full $40 million. But the jury found the school district liable, or the assistant principal liable, and they awarded her $10 million. Baby, pay them. Listen, take that $10 million, pay your attorneys, pay your taxes, and go live a good life. Invest well, and you'll never have to work again. What's up, Star? Hey, boo. That's how I feel about it. I mean, thank God your injuries weren't worse. You can walk away. You can live a peaceful rest of your days. If you choose to work with children again, you can do it on your terms. Start your own tutoring company or something like that. I told y'all back earlier this week, I don't understand why the school district was fighting it. Like, I understand, but like, the least they could do, they know they failed that woman. They know they failed that woman. They know they did not follow protocol on so many different levels. The least they could have done was let that woman walk away and have her little payday. I mean, Tracy said the bar is open. We have a bourbon whiskey, sangria, prosecco, cranberry, apple cider, and a vodka apple cinnamon punch. And for the non-drinkers, we have Earl Grey, honey, apple spritz, and club soda. Baby, I want one of each. All of that sounds good. I want one of all of them. Even the non-alcoholic one. I want one of each. I want one of each. Baby. All those sound good. Well, 10 million is more than what she had in the bank. Yeah. And I hope, I didn't read the whole article. I hope she got attorney's fees, because at least she don't have to pay her attorney out of her 10 million. And once she pay her taxes, then she can move on with her life. Even after taxes, she walking away with over $5 million. Even after taxes, she's walking away with over $5 million. And I know that $5 million ain't, ain't it ain't $50 million, but if she invests well, she can live off of that the rest of her life. She can live a comfortable life. Again, work what you want to work, baby. Do what you want to do, what makes you happy, because she's still young. She's a young woman, and she may still love teaching. Just like any other profession, people are called to certain professions. She may truly still want to teach. She may truly still want to work with children, but now you get to do it on your terms. I'm drinking apple cider beer. Oh, that sounds interesting too. Apple cider beer. Is that like a lager? A lager? Is that what they call it? A lager? Like a lager? Thank you, Hibiscus. Thank you. Who is that? Toby? Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the gift. Somebody over there is gifting me up. Thank you. Thank you. Is that Miss Toby? That's Miss Toby. Is that Miss Toby? Over on the Instagram. On the TikTok. Thank you, boo. Thank you. The bullet is still inside of her. Oh, wow. Start an online tutoring business, then move internationally and live for 75% to 80% cheaper than living in the USA. You better listen. I told y'all about my friends that are moving out of the country. I don't want to get too much into their business, but they've definitely done their research. That's all I'm going to say about that. They have definitely done their research on, where their money can stretch the furthest and where they can live, and it's just, like I said, honestly, if it weren't for my parents, baby, I would seriously be considering packing it up, selling my house, and rolling on out of here. And that's the truth. That is the truth. And I ain't saying that I won't in the future, but right now it's just, I'm looking into getting off this soil too, Chad. I don't blame you. All right, let's go through a few stories, and then we're going to get into this Brenay update. Child, so listen, here's what's funny. We have parent-teacher conferences on next week, right, for first quarter. So I sent out, I use it's called Sign Up Genius, where I can set up appointments and the parents can, schedule, they can, make a schedule a time so I know who I'm talking to, when I'm talking to them, and all that good stuff. Hey, Dr. S. And hey, Kim. Hey, Pooh. And so it just went out today, right? Baby, these parents are blowing me up. Every time I look at my phone, because it gives you it'll let you know when somebody's signed up. I'm like, shoot, my schedule gonna be full by the time I get done. Anyway, Let me look and see what's been going on. Oh, I definitely before we get too deeper, I want to send condolences and prayers and of comfort to the family of Marshawn Kneeland from the Dallas Cowboys. He was 24 years old. You use Sign Up Genius too, Half Pin? Baby, I love it. And some of my coworkers use Google Calendar, but I like Sign Up Genius. I don't know why I like it more, but I do. I saw it this morning. I got the alert on my phone, like when I got to work this morning, and the way the press release was worded, it let me know that I suspected that he had unalived himself. I certainly suspected that the team was being very careful because they just sent their condolences, but they did not say what happened. And then as the day went on, we found out that he took his own life. They said that his girlfriend said that he had dealt with mental health and that the police were trying to pull him over, and he led the police on a high-speed chase. And then he ran. The police found his car crashed, and they later found his body. And his family said that he reached out to them to say goodbye. And yeah. Now, what I also found out is that his mother passed away about a year ago. And that they said he used to wear her ashes around his neck, in a little around his neck. I'm sure TMZ did. I think I saw where the audio was. I haven't listened to it though, but I saw where the audio was released. This is what I want to say, you guys. And I know we've had this conversation before, and I know most of you guys understand. Thank you for the gift. Thank you so much for the gift over on TikTok. This just goes to let you guys know on the day he was drafted. Wow. This just lets you guys know that we see people from the outside and think their life is so good, right? This man was an NFL player, probably very financially comfortable. I don't know his personal finances, but certainly makes more money than I do. Was probably living his dream, right? Last week scored his first professional touchdown. You would think he would be on cloud nine. And I don't know, because I haven't read more information, so I don't know what the police were pulling him over for. I don't know what was in his mind to make him think that was his best option, right? But it just goes to show you guys that it's never about what we see on the outside. It's never about what we perceive people, living that good life is, Exactly. Mental health challenges are often silent and sad. Yeah. More money, more problems. Hey, Kenneth. Hey, Boo. Yeah. More money, more problems. So, which I just want to, y'all know, as a football fan, as a Redskins / Commanders fan, we grow up, I was raised to hate the Dallas Cowboys, but this isn't about football. This is not about football. So I definitely want to send that positive out. The family called and asked for a welfare check. So it was probably some other stuff going on. Yeah, it was probably some other stuff going on. Yeah. Yep. Sometimes the wealthy are more trouble than the average folk. You're right. Because we think that money is going to make us happy. And then we get the money and realize that's not why we're not happy. And then we don't know what to do. When you think this one thing is what's going to make your life happy, and then you get it and it doesn't change anything, then you're like, well, what the hell, So I definitely want to send condolences to his family about that. All right, now we've been dogging Nicki Minaj out for the last couple of weeks, so I want to give y'all some positive information. Nicki Minaj delivered supplies to Hurricane Melissa victims in Jamaica, so she sent truckloads of supplies to Jamaica. So shout out to her. Looks like according to Pam, the Law Intellect Esquire, she said that it looks like that Brian McKnight and his case against his ex-wife looks like it's headed to trial. A trial date has been set and they've been ordered into mediation. They have been ordered into mediation. If you have not read the details of that case, y'all go over to Pam's channel, and she did that video maybe about 2 weeks ago now, where she read the case that Brian McKnight filed against his ex-wife. There, I'm no attorney, and I certainly don't have. I mean, you know, I don't have the money to tell people what they should and should not do with his money, with their money, but I think she should fight it because that lawsuit is for Gazy. No, Kim. So what happened was he did get a judgment. However, see, this is a perfect example of keeping your mouth shut, because he did get a judgment. He got a default judgment because she didn't respond to his lawsuit. So when he came down here bragging, that was the first she had heard of the lawsuit, according to her. According to her, that was the first she had heard of the lawsuit. According to her, the papers were served at her former address. She says she does not currently live at that address anymore, and nobody at that address is authorized to sign anything on her behalf. Brian McKnight's attorneys did present a signed receipt, you know, saying that she got the lawsuit, but she said that is not her signature, and her signature was forged. That's a fake receipt. So she filed the paperwork to let the judge know, wait. Hold on. That is not me. I was never served. This judgment is false. And so the judge said, okay, so we're going to trial. Well, she didn't get a reverse. It just goes, well, you would know better than I do, Half Pin. But it's just basically he reset everything, like, oh, well, I'm gonna take the judgment back, and now we're gonna go to trial. So the judge is sending them to mediation. And of course, if they can't resolve it in mediation, then the trial date has been set for, let me give y'all the date. The trial date has been set for April the 6th of 2026. But like I said, as of right now, they have been ordered to mediation. And we'll see if they have any sort of resolution. But like I said, if y'all haven't read that lawsuit, again, go watch Pam's video. And basically what he's in the lawsuit, he's basically saying that the reason why his career is where it is right now is because of a book that she wrote. Sir, let's be clear. Don't nobody know she wrote that book. I didn't even know that woman had written a book until I heard the lawsuit that Pam read. I didn't even know that the woman had read. I didn't even know that she had written a book. Sir, let's be clear. People stop fucking with you because of you. Because the things that you have said out of your mouth and the things that we have seen you do. Not what we heard, but what we knew. Okay? Let's just be clear. That is why people stop messing with you. It is not because of your wife. Because nobody even knew she wrote a book, sir. Now I want to read it now. He's saying that people cancel that they canceled tour dates and promoters don't want to work with him anymore. And he's basically saying it's all her fault. Child A, he's suing Jaguar, right? Right, Kim. All she has to do is bring the social media post. First of all, the book just came out last year. This stuff with Brian McKnight has been going on for years. This didn't just start last year where people had a problem with you. This stuff's been going on for years with Brian McKnight. So I don't even understand where he getting that from. I hope she fights it too. And I'm with you, Happen said, I hope she fights it and he has to pay her legal fees. I agree. So there's that, you guys. There's that update. Kim Kardashian's new series, All's Fair, has been getting a lot of negative reviews. Child, the show has a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. I didn't even know you could get a 0. I didn't even know you could get a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. I didn't know you could get a 0. Is how you get a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes? Is it that bad? Now, I personally have not watched the show. I told y'all I didn't think I was gonna watch the show. I love Tiana Taylor. I love Niecy Nash, but I told y'all I felt some kind of way about Kim Kardashian being a lead over a Glenn Close and a Niecy Nash and a Naomi Watts. Like I just felt some kind of way about it. I wasn't, and I saw one little clip on Instagram, and I was like, "Ooh, this is not great." Now, do I think that she's getting a higher scrutiny because she is Kim Kardashian? Probably. Probably. But the clip just didn't look good. Now, I'm going to ask JB because he said he was going to watch it. And I'm going to ask JB and see what he thinks. But I told y'all I wasn't going to watch it. The villain is hilarious. It's a pass for me. What about Soul Food? What about Soul Food? I heard. Now I did hear that. I heard the fashions were great. Now I heard aesthetically it is beautiful. Now I heard that. I did that. I've heard compliments about the aesthetics. I've just heard that the writing is bad and the acting is bad. They said that the writing is bad too. That they're not just all blaming it on Kim Kardashian. Miss Toby said she liked the show. Okay. Yeah, that's the show that Halle Berry was supposed to be in, and then she dropped out. Now, I put a little 20 on 10. I don't know why she dropped out. I heard it was because of, she didn't want to play second fiddle to Kim Kardashian, but that might not have been it, Chad. Sarah Paulson is hilarious. Is she the villain? I love Ryan Murphy. Well, let me rewind. Because I don't do the horror. I don't do the horror show, the American Horror Story, because I just don't really do horror. But I loved Pose, and it was something else that he had, and I loved his true stories. He did the OJ Simpson one, wasn't that Ryan Murphy? And then he did Mommy Dearest. That was Ryan Murphy, right? The Mommy Dearest one where they did the lifelong. I mean, they did the oh shoot, the word I'm looking for, the rivalry between Betty Davis and No Wire Hangers. You know who I'm talking about. Mommy Dearest. American Crime Story. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, he did American Crime Story, which I thought was really good. Feuds. Thank you. Davis versus Ford. Yes, thank you. I thought Feuds was really good. American Crime Story I thought was great. And then he also did which I never did finish before y'all start yelling at me. The Swans. Didn't he also do that one too? Capote, right. Look, I knew Xavier was going to say something because I never finished doing the Swans. I never did. I never finished watching it either. But so I do enjoy Ryan Murphy's stuff. I do. It has a chance to get better, but not because of her. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, but baby, they said it got a 0. I mean, it might be better now, but child, a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes is crazy. I didn't watch Dahmer. I just couldn't do it. I could not do it. But didn't he do the Versace one? Sorry, y'all. Didn't he do the Versace one? That was good. He gets a bit too fanciful with the truth. Oh. Oh, okay. Child, Amani Ellis, the lady that sued Cardi B and lost last month, is She is filed an appeal to her case, stating that in her motion, Ellis pointed to an incident on September the 2nd when Cardi threw a pen at a man outside of the courthouse and he shouted a question about her pregnancy. Video captured Cardi saying, "Stop disrespecting me," before tossing the marker. The man responded, "I still love you, even though you just threw some stuff at me." And Cardi responded, "I don't care. You're disrespectful. Don't do that." Ellis's lawyer has argued that that moment may have influenced the jury if they saw it, claiming it could have caused intimidation. Child, okay, girl. In my mind, I would think that would have made people, because when she did that, I was nervous that people were going to say, "Oh, well, look at how she acted outside the courtroom. Of course, she did all of the things that the security guard said she did." If anything, I would have thought that made the security guard look more credible. Because look at how she acted at somebody, asking her a question she didn't like. Look at how she threw something at him. I thought it was going to be the opposite. This must be one of my students, one of my former students. Hey. That was because I can tell by what people call me what they know me by. Hey. Let me see. I can't tell by the picture. Lord, I'm blind. At the end of the day, celebrity or not, she broke a rule trying to take a picture of somebody. Her lawyer is delusional because that happened afterwards just to get a damn job and stop trying to get these people's money. Ciao. Anyway, there's what's going on with that. Interestingly, and let me just go on it. Baby, Stefon Diggs. Hey, Stefon Diggs, you are the pappy. In my Maury Povich voice, you are the pappy. DNA test came back that Stefon Diggs is the father of that baby that the woman said, she said that you was the father of that baby. She said you was the father of that baby. And now we found out that you are the father of that baby. So, govern yourself accordingly, sir. Govern yourself accordingly. Okay. All right. Moving right along. Interestingly enough, ESPN abruptly shuts down its $150 million sports book deal weeks after the NBA betting scandal. ESPN. Interesting. You shut down your sports book deal? Interesting. We got 8,000 likes on TikTok. Thank you. How many likes we got over here on the tube? How many likes we got over here on the tube? Because some of them involved. Hey. Excuse me. All right, we got 155. Can we get 200 likes? Can we get 45 more likes? Thank you. Hey, boo. What's up, Treble Clef? You know who I'm talking to. What's up, girl? Oh, they're going to bring it back, child. That's too much money to leave on the table. That's too much money to leave on the table. Shout out to Reasonable Doubt. They have been renewed for season 4, so there will be a season 4 of Reasonable Doubt. Thank you. I love it. Appreciate that. I watched episode was it episode? I don't remember now. Oh, episode 8, I recorded it. I thought I had set it to premiere last night. I must have set it to premiere tonight. So that will be out tonight. I watched episode 8 last night. I watched episode 8. So probably when I get off of here, I'll do the review for episode 8 and I'll schedule that for tomorrow. And then I can watch episode 9, which drops. It dropped last night at midnight, right? Episode 9 dropped at midnight last night. Okay, so episode 7. Oh, so it did premiere. Oh, episode 7 did premiere. Okay. So then I watched episode 8 last night. So then I'll do that review because it was good. Ooh. Now I know why y'all was ready for me to get to episode 8. Because baby, episode 8 was so good. Episode 8 was so good. Ooh, Eddie. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting. Well, we weren't all rooting for you. But we were rooting for you, Eddie. And you just exactly who Lewis thought you were. Baby, we're going to get to that. I'm going to do that when I get off of here. I'll record that and upload that. And then tonight, tonight I'll watch episode 9. So we'll be caught up. So at some point this weekend, we'll do a review. Maybe I'll do a live review since I'm caught up now. Maybe I'll do a live review. I know I already talked to Treese and I already talked to JB about doing a live panel at the end after episode 10 drops about doing a live panel. So, but I may, again, depending on what my weekend ends up looking like, if I have the time, then we might do a live one. But if not, y'all will get episode 9 this weekend, one way or the other. Dang, a lot of y'all said y'all wasn't rooting for Eddie for real. Let me say this. This is how I felt. And we'll talk about it more when we do our review. This is how I felt about Eddie. I wanted Eddie to be there for the right reasons. Because at the end of the day, most of us, I ain't going to speak for everybody, but most of us got a crackhead in our family, right? Most of us have dealt with addiction in our family, whether it was crack, alcohol, whatever. And I think that everybody deserves a chance. You know, if you're getting clean and you realize the lives that you messed up, I think everybody deserves a chance. So when I say I was rooting for Eddie, I was really hoping that Lewis was wrong. But anyway, congratulations to the cast and crew of Reasonable Doubt. It is going to be renewed. Okay. For anybody that ever questioned whether Ramona, singer formerly of the Real Housewives of New York, was exactly who y'all thought she was, meaning a racist, just check out what she's posted on her social media. She posted this picture of the American flag, and it says the Islamic takeover of the U.S. is underway. Again, going back to the whole Madani of it all. That came from Ramona Singer's social media. So for all of y'all Real Housewives of New York fans that are like, we love Ramona. Ramona was so funny. Ramona is also a racist. So yeah, moving right along. Antonio Brown is now in custody. He's been deported from, or in whatever, Dubai sent his ass back. He must have been cutting up in Dubai. Whatever he was doing, he must have been cutting up in Dubai. Because Dubai said, come get this. Dubai said, come get him. And Dubai sent him to New York. And Miami-Dade County came to New York and picked him up and took him back down to Miami-Dade, where he is now facing charges for attempted unaliving. They said that the man tried to pow somebody at a boxing event last year. They've been trying to get him, but remember he had gone to Dubai. So something must have happened for Dubai to send him back, because he's been over in Dubai he didn't have this warrant since he left the country. Now all of a sudden Dubai sent him back. He over there cutting up. He done something over in Dubai, and they said, come get this nickel. That's what they said. Because he been in Dubai for months. So whatever he did, they said, come get him now. Right now. right now. The judge then told Trump he got to pay these people their SNAP benefits. Now, I'm going to be honest and tell you, just like the first time the judge said it, I don't think it means nothing. He ain't going to do it. Then what you going to do? You going to hold him in contempt? Are you going to arrest him? Are you going to arrest the who puts the code in for the money to be released? Are you going to arrest that man? Are you going to hold? I mean, what y'all going to do? I'm tired of the judges telling him what to do and him telling the judge, kiss my ass. What y'all going to do about it? Because if I didn't do what the judge told me to do, I would have on silver bracelets right now with a knee in my back. Okay? So I don't care that the judge told him to do it. What y'all gonna do? Because the judge told him last week to get them people their money, and he ain't do it. So again, I mean, I'm just giving y'all the update. Okay, I'm just giving y'all the update. The judge said he don't care where they get find it. He said, I don't care where you get it, just, find it. Moving right along. Oh, Lord. For those of you that watch Love After Lockup, I know I never finished this season because, they got on my nerves. But Keith and Letitia have been arrested and they had drugs. For those who don't remember Keith and Letitia, shout out to, according to Amber, who keeps us up on all of the love and hip hop. The Love After Lockup shenanigans. That's Keith. That is Letitia. That's Keith and Letitia. And they said they were caught with drugs, honey. Who's surprised? They need to arrest them. Arrest them. Dang it. Stupid computer. They looked high in that thing. They sure did. Now, yesterday they said that Clarissa Shields was looking pregnant. But then today she announced that she just signed a $2 million or $8 million boxing deal. I think it's a $2 million boxing deal for 8 matches. Now, two things can be true at the same time. I mean, she can still be pregnant. Because look right there, that's her. Did that stomach look a little poochy to you? What y'all think? Her stomach look a little poochy to y'all? She looked like she'd have had some work done. Either that or she's got a beautiful makeup artist. I mean, that makeup artist has done wonders. Did that stomach look a little poochy to y'all? What y'all think? Over on TikTok. That stomach look a little poochy to y'all? Hey, Abby. Hey, boo. 8 million for 2 years. Okay. Kim says she full. Kim says she full. I don't know what's going to happen to those kids, which is really what the saddest part is. Because that one baby, his son, that CPS already took custody from the mom and then gave the granddaddy or him temporary custody. And now I feel bad for that baby. Thank you, Abby. Abby said, can I be honest? Whenever Abby starts a sentence with, can I be honest? I'm always nervous about what comes after that. And she said, we do not care. Abby, we know you don't care. But she does look a little, okay, y'all say she just looked bloated. Okay. She just looked bloated. Well, look, y'all know what I always say about being pregnant. We got a 50-50 chance of being right. One thing for sure and two things for certain. All I'm going to say is for all of y'all that had all that energy for Cardi, had that same energy for Papoose. Had that same energy for Papoose. For all them people that had that energy for Cardi about still being married and being pregnant, which I'm not saying y'all were wrong. I ain't saying y'all were wrong, but just had that same energy. That's all I'm going to say. Just had that same energy. That's all I got. For Papoose. Had that same energy for Papoose. Because he's still married. As far as we know. She has a gluten allergy. Oh, is that what that is? That's the gluten? Okay. Jay-Z's paternity case has been dismissed. This might be the last that we'll ever hear of it. If Jay-Z is that boy's daddy, he will never know. We'll never know. All right, let me see. I think one more. Hold on. And one more thing to say, and then we're gonna give y'all the update on this Brenay situation, child, because they was back in court today. Now we didn't talk a lot about this, and I might have to do some more research. But for those of you who watch Matlock, the reboot, not the original, but the reboot of Matlock, which I love. Y'all know I was a little nervous about the bootleg. I mean the reboot, but I absolutely love the reboot of Matlock. Right? I'm behind this season, so don't nobody tell me what's going on because I'm behind on this season, but I do love it. But David Del Rio was actually fired last month, or maybe it was late September, early October. He was fired because his co-star accused him of SA. Now, for those who don't know who David Del Rio is, if you watch Matlock, he's the other attorney that works with Maddie and I don't remember the girl's name, the Asian girl. I hate to say it like that, but y'all know who I'm talking about, the Asian girl. She's the one that accused him of SA, and he was fired immediately. So whatever she accused him of, I guess there was enough proof or whatever that they fired him. Now, he has now hired Sean Hawley to represent him. So I don't know if he's planning to sue CBS or what, but he has hired an attorney, and it's not and so I don't know, but nobody's really talking a whole lot about it. I mean, I saw it and I forgot to really talk to y'all about it. I haven't heard a whole lot more about it, but yeah, the young one. Yeah. Yep, the young one. Hold on, let me show y'all his face. Him. Him. Is that the heater? You can hear that? You can hear my heater on? Good Lord. I don't know if he's going to be arrested or not. I know he got fired, but I haven't heard anything about him being arrested. Okay. I'm sure you guys heard about the FAA closing airports, not closing airports, excuse me, limiting flights. And all three of the airports that come in and out of the DC area are on the list. This is what I don't understand. How all three of them on the list? Y'all couldn't have left one. Y'all had to put all three of our airports on the list. I still got to buy my ticket. I got flights to buy. Excuse me, sirs and gentlemen. Now, I know that was a selfish thing for me to say when people are literally not working and not getting paid and literally asking to work. So I know that was a selfish comment I just made because I'm sorry that people are being asked to work and not getting a paycheck. But the selfish side of me feels that way. But the unselfish side of me is like, do what y'all have to do. Because if it was me, I'd be calling out every chance I got to. Whatever leave I have, I'm using it up. Let me say this. Both of the Chicago ones are on there too. That's crazy, right? The biggest ones near you are on the list in both directions. So let me say this, you guys. All three of Houston's are on the list. My cousins actually just flew out to Houston this weekend. They have a family situation that they flew out. Now, they said flying out. She said flying out was no problem. I don't know what airport they left out of, but she said they didn't have any problems flying out. She said, but coming back, because we saw them lines at Houston. But she said coming back, she's a little nervous about the flight back. But going out, she said they left this morning. They didn't have any problems. I know coming through Louisville, and that was early on in the shutdown. All of the Dallas airports too. Yeah. Now, I'm going to New York in December. I'm going to spend a couple of days in New York in December. I'm going to do like the whole Christmas December thing. And I'm excited. I'm excited. And for the first time, I am taking the train to New York. I have never taken the train to New York before. I've always wanted to. I've taken buses to New York. I've driven to New York, but I've flown to New York, but I have never taken a train to New York. So I'm actually excited about that experience. Now, I've done trains in other countries, which is funny that I've done trains in other countries. Shut up, Abby. It's funny. I've gone on trains in other countries, but I've never done it here. So I'm excited. So we booked our ticket today, and I was telling my friends, I was like, y'all, we need to go ahead and book our ticket now before people start looking at Amtrak as the alternative and those prices start being jacked up. That's what we're riding. We're riding the Acela. We're riding the Acela. Yeah. We're riding the Acela. So you can get paid. You own the Acela? I don't need no sleeper room for New York. It ain't that long of a trip. I know I haven't been on the Amtrak. Now, didn't grandma take y'all on the Amtrak to New York? Didn't y'all do like the what was that thing called? What's that thing called? The Christmas, what was the something express? What's that thing called? Something like that. Oh, okay. Well, we definitely got our tickets on the Acela. You must have stock, honey. I ain't mad at you. I saw that where Kentucky had the UPS plane. Yeah. What's that? Polar Express. That's it. My grandmother didn't not my grandmother, my mother. Didn't she take Nay? Didn't she take y'all on the Polar Express when y'all were kids? You don't remember? I think she did. Hold on, let me call her. Let me call my mama. You know, I never know what I'm gonna get from my mama, child. Hold on. Let me see what I'm gonna get from my mama today, y'all. Let's see what mama talking about. I'm almost certain she did, but I could be wrong. She ain't gonna answer the phone. I just talk. Hey, what's up?
I'm in my revival.
Oh, my bad. I don't mean to interrupt
That's
church
okay,
time.
that's okay.
I just had a quick question. Didn't you take Nay and Tyrone and them on the Polar Express when they were kids?
On the Polar Express? No, I've never been on a Polar Express.
Oh, I thought you took them on the Polar Express. Okay. Didn't y'all take the train to New York?
Express. We took the train to New York and went to a play, but it wasn't.
Oh, I thought the Polar Express is a train, like in the movie.
No, you know what? We went up on the bus.
You know what? Never mind. I could have sworn you took on the Polar Express. Okay, never mind. I was wrong.
Say this. You know what? I'm crazy. I forgot. You know, we have free food after the anniversary.
Okay, so you want to just stay? So you just want to stay at church and eat the free food? You don't want to go out to eat?
Why don't we do that? Because then we can go out another time.
Okay, no problem.
I mean, that's just my opinion. You won't tell me.
I'm fine. I'm fine with staying at church.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Nay said that she remembers the bus. So yeah, it must be me. I'm tripping in. All right, well go. They sound like they preaching. Okay, bye, Mom.
My man preaching, baby. This is the guy pastor Alabama across the street.
Oh, Alabama's right there across the street.
Yeah, he preaching, girl.
He sound like it. All right, I might have to log on to YouTube and look at it.
Okay.
All right, bye. Anyway, I thought it was the Polar Express, but I was wrong because don't nobody remember that but me. Child, don't nobody remember that but me. Send the link. Okay, I thought I sent you the link before. I see the link. Yeah, this week is my mom's church revival, and then Sunday is the church anniversary, and so we're all going to church on Sunday. So she was saying she wanted to go out to eat, and that's when she was like, "Well, they're gonna have free food after church." Child. All right, child. Yep, here it is right here. Fall Revival. I'm gonna share the link. I'm gonna share it on my community wall. And Abby, I'm about to send you the link. Because we ain't gonna be on here much longer, child. I'm excited about who's gonna be preaching on Sunday. The chief of police for DC is an ordained minister, and she's gonna be I used to take the train from Philly to DC. These post-church meals used to slap. Child, listen, that's why I said I don't care. I don't care about us eating at church after, because that, listen, number one, that saved me having to drive around somewhere else. That saved me having to worry about the after church crowd at a restaurant. And it certainly saves me some money. So I'm fine with that. That might have been something you want to do. Maybe it was subconsciously something I want to do, because I could have sworn my mother had taken them on the Polar Express. But I knew that because she took them to go see the Lion King. I do remember that. Anyway, you ordained too, Dr. Mac? Well, all right. Okay. Now, remember the last time you got the okie doke and mommy tried to dip out on you. Right. Yes. I'm going to keep her right next to me this time. She might, you know what? She probably will be sitting with her people. She's going to be sitting with the deaconesses. But I'm going to keep my eye on her. I'm going to be like this. Yeah, I'm going to definitely keep my eye on her this time. Mm-hmm. Oh, Dr. Mac, you're going to have to share some stuff with us. I would love to hear you. I mean, I don't know I know you said you're ordained, but I know that could mean many different things. But yeah, share with us. Share. All right. So I think that was all I wanted to share with y'all before we get into the updates on this Brenay case. Let me tell y'all something. Let me just make sure that was everything I wanted to tell y'all. But I'm excited. So I got my ticket today. The prices were very reasonable. They were cheaper 3 weeks ago when I first thought about it, and I should have bought my ticket then. But they weren't ridiculously cheaper. They were just cheaper. The prices really weren't bad. And guess what, y'all? I don't even think I want to tell y'all. I don't even think I want to tell y'all, because y'all already talk about me. Your mom be dipping out on YouTube? Yes, my mama tried to dip out. I said, where are you going? So look, when I went in and booked my ticket, I was looking at the regular prices, but they were running a sale, and I ended up getting business class seats for the same price as the regular seats. I didn't do first class, but I didn't even do it. I promise y'all I didn't do it. When I went in to book the seat, I booked the cheaper seat. I promise y'all I did. My aunt took the auto train down to Florida. She went to Disney one year, and she took the auto train down so she'd have her car. And for the price of renting a car for the week, it probably ended up being about the same. Y'all stop asking about that tree. I will say this though. I do have a bunch of stuff to take to Goodwill, and I do have one. I got 2 of those trees. I got 2. I do have one of those trees in the Goodwill pile, but not both of them. Plus, Benji's coming. I can't put a tree up. Benji will get into it. Benji will get with it. I don't have that much space. And if I put the tree up, Benji's going to get it. Here go my niece. She about to drop down in a minute. She about to drop down. Talk about don't be blaming my puppy. Don't blame my child. Yes, I got 2 of them. They about to drop. Right, look at Jay. No, he wasn't. He gonna get into it. I can't get a tree because Benji gonna be here. He gonna get into it. See, look. She said, don't blame my dog. Bougie Carmen San Diego. It is the dog's fault. It is. And y'all know I love my Benji. Y'all wait till Benji get here. Y'all know how he do. He gonna be all up over here. And then he gonna be back there on that couch sleep. Him and his mama. They balled up on that couch sleep. Look at Miss Toby. Don't blame that fur baby. Anyway, I'm not getting a new tree. My tree is fine the way it is. I am going to clean that table off, though, so that the tree can be prominent right there. So it's a bunch of junk on that table right now. I need to clean it off, right? I'm going to clean the table off, and the tree will just be prominent. I'll make sure I have the lights on it. Yeah, it'll be nice. Matter of fact, I might set the tree up, not this weekend. I'm lying. But I'll probably set the tree up sometime in the next 2 weeks. I need time to clean that table off. Mm-hmm. Benji will only be there for a few days. You'll be too busy petting him. Benji will... Don't be hating on me and Benji's relationship. Benji is spoiled. That is what Benji is. He thinks that it's everybody's job to pet him. You got to, and don't forget to text me and let me know what days you're coming. Anyway, right, tabletop tree is the way to go. Anyway, get up off my tree. Abby said you could put both trees together and they still won't be enough. You are such a hater. Ebony, you are such a hater. Moving right along. So today, down to the trial of Brenay down there. Let me tell you something. I wish that this was happening in the summertime. Because the way I would have took my ass to North Carolina to be in that courtroom, because the way they are talking about this case, y'all. So today, down to the case of Brenay and Akira. Devin, who was Brenay's now ex-husband, he testified today. Y'all. Yeah, because we could have stayed at Richie's house. Abby. We could have stayed at your vacation base house. And we'd had a good time. We'd have had a good time. Anyway. Because, you know, I can get in his house without him even being there. So. And I have my own room at his house anyway. So we'd have been good. We wouldn't have to worry about no hotel. Okay. But neither here nor there. So today, Devin testified. Now, I told y'all Brenay is representing herself. So she literally cross-examined her own ex-husband. So he testified, and he basically, he said, listen, I found out they were sleeping together. I said, he said that him and Akira weren't that close because Akira said that she had kept boundaries, something that Brenay didn't do. She said, we were cool. We all hung together, but I didn't cross certain lines with him because he was her husband, and I respected those boundaries. So he said, but when he heard an audio tape or a videotape, he found a videotape and he sent it to Akira, and that's when Akira knew for sure. Excuse me. It was proven in court today that they are blood cousins. Now, they're not first cousins. Thank you. They're like second or third cousins. They're not first cousins, but they are blood related. Tim and Devon. They are blood related. So that was established in court today. Brenay said, well, how come when you found out that I was sleeping with Tim, why didn't you confront me? And he said, because you always had a way of throwing things back at me and making it seem like it was my fault. She said, but why didn't you? But she kept asking the question over and over again. Well, why didn't you come to me? Why didn't you confront me? He said, because I chose peace over violence. Ma'am, you need to leave that man alone. Baby, he said, I chose peace over violence. Abby said because he was going to knock her head between the washing machine and the dryer. Baby, he said, I'm going to say it one more time before I move on. He said, I chose peace over violence. So then, y'all know what else came out in court today? Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready for this. So Brenay is actually a twin. She has a twin sister. Her name is Corinne. And Corinne is down on the TikTok too. Guess what came out in court today about Miss Corinne? Baby, how about text messages were read in court today? How about Corinne done slept with Tim too? So Brenay and her sister both slept with Tim, who was married to Akira. This is some nasty stuff. Why would y'all take this to trial? Baby, you should have settled for whatever she was asking for and set up a payment arrangement with the court. Ain't no way in hell I would have went to court and told these people this mess. Ain't no way in hell I would have put my business out here like that. Now, of course, Corinne says it's a lie, but baby, it's a lie. The text messages told it because it was in the text messages. She gonna say, well, those text messages are fake. Ma'am, those text messages are not fake. Now, your best bet would be to say the person who wrote the text message was lying. But the text message ain't fake. Now, right now, they saying that they want to see the timeline of when Corinne allegedly slept with Tim, because come to find out, the baby might be his. Baby, it's just messy. It's just messy. Right, Corinne said she got my name too, and just messy. Then Devon testified. Now, this is the part that's just nasty. This is the part where, like I said, I don't understand how this made it to court, because I would be in jail. Y'all would be rounding up my bail money, because, baby, this wouldn't have made it to trial. So this is the nasty thing. What up, Treasure? So this is the nasty thing. Y'all ready? Because this is just nasty now. This one right here is nasty. So Devin testified that there was an incident in which Brenay and Tim had relations at their home. Y'all ready? And Brenay called Tim's son to come into the bedroom and bring her some wipes so she could clean herself up afterwards. Baby, the way I would be under this jail right now, because I would have beat the brakes off of Brenay. Let my child have come home and tell me that story. Let me have heard that story. Baby, I would have beat the brakes. And y'all know I don't talk about being violent often. That's usually Abby. I usually leave the violence to Abby, okay? But baby, Like Abby like to always say that she would have put the person's head between the washer and the dryer. Baby, the way Brenay's titties would have been between that washer and dryer. Baby, that would have made Reese's Pieces come out the clouds. Look at that. She'd have dropped down. Tracy said she'd had 2 teardrops. Baby. Then it also came out in court. Because remember, she's suing for alienation of affection, right? So she has to show that Brenay basically stole her husband. I mean, you know, and we know that Tim is a grown man, right? He's a grown ass man. But Devon also testified that Brenay was on social media saying that her and Devon were divorced. And he said we were still living, like we was, not only were we still married, but we weren't even separated. Like you were on TikTok telling everybody that me and you were divorced and we were still living in the same house. He said, and then you filed for divorce while I was literally sitting next to you on the couch online. You filed for divorce online while I was sitting next to you on the couch. But how about this part? How about this part? Devon said that she sent the money to Tim for him to file for divorce against Akira. See, that's the kind of stuff that goes towards alienation of affection. Why are you sending that man the money to file for his divorce? If he can't pay for his own divorce, he don't need to be divorced. This is an episode of Snapped. Waiting. Absolutely. 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 She sent him the money to file for his own damn divorce. See, that again, I ain't nobody's attorney. But that sounds like a good cause towards alienation of affection. Because why are you paying for his divorce? You that pressed for this man to divorce his wife that you're giving him the money? What up, Harlem girl? Thank you, boo. You're giving him the money? Right. Exactly. Harris, I'm sorry. How you go send him the money to pay for his divorce and you can't find the money to pay for a lawyer? Your ass sitting up in there cross-examining your ex-husband. What the hell? Then Tim testified. Baby, why Tim gonna get up there and try to minimize the marriage and try to make it seem like he never loved Akira and it was never that serious? Because when Akira testified, she talked about how he came to her family and he asked her family for their hand, for her hand in marriage. And she talked, she talked about their marriage and how great life was and how much in love they were. Baby, Tim then came down here and said, no, it wasn't. He said, I ain't even really want to marry her, but my parents told me I had 60 days to figure it out, that I needed to marry her. I had 60 days to figure it out. I don't know if she thought she was pregnant or what. He said that he went to Pandora and bought the cheapest ring he could find because he never really wanted to marry her. Sir, that don't impress none of us. That don't impress none of us. You want to act like, oh, I never really loved her. Excuse me, I never really loved her. Just because you went to the Pandora and got the cheapest ring don't mean that you still married her. Right. And they were married like 5 years. And not only did they have 2 kids together, she had a miscarriage and she presented text messages where he was literally texting her, talking about how he wanted to have another baby, how much he loved her. And this was like within the time frame that he was sleeping with Brenay. Not Brian McKnight, is that you? Baby. And then the kid's grandmother got up there and testified, and she recounted that story that I told y'all yesterday, where she said she went down to that house to put them out that house after they found out about the affair. Baby, why they say the grandmama was on the stand calling Brenay all kinds of bitches? She said, I told Brenay, she said, I told her, bitch, don't let this cane fool you. Y'all can't make this up. They said that grandma testified, and grandma said, she said, bitch, don't let this cane fool you. Y'all, what is, cannot. And remember, Brenay is cross-examining grandma, right? So grandma is talking to Brenay. So Brenay said, well, you testified. I'm paraphrasing. Y'all know it wasn't there. But she said, you testified that I hit you. She said, so why didn't you file charges against me? If I hit you, why is there no police report? She said, because I pushed your ass back. Grandma said, I didn't have to call the police because I can handle mine. I don't need the police to take care of this for me. I can handle you myself. Baby, that is what the grandmama said. The grandmama said, there's no police report because I pushed your ass back. Baby, grandma said, don't let this cane fool you. Said I need no police report. I didn't need to call the police. Bitch. Y'all. Tracy said, I can't read. Tracy said, I can't wait to read this transcript. Baby, Tyler Perry, if you don't make a movie out of this. Hey, Tyler, if you don't make a movie out of this, I know you better. Y'all. I'm telling y'all, my TikTok timeline is full of the recaps and the people who are in court. Because I've been so caught up in it. Now the judge says that he thinks the trial will end by tomorrow. Baby, y'all, we can't make this shit up. I would have been kicked out for snorting and laughing. Baby, the judge then already had to tell them people to stop because they've been in there. They said, one of the recaps I listened to said that when they told that story about Brenay asking the kid to bring her some wipes, they said that you could have heard a pin drop. Because the whole courtroom was like, are you kidding me? Like, you gotta be kidding me. Baby, I'm telling you, if this was happening over summer break or spring break, baby, I'd have got in my car. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies. I'd have said, listen, y'all, I ain't even know nothing about this trial, but I got a friend that live in Durham, and I ain't got nothing else to do this week. Baby, I'm throwing some clothes in a bag, and I'm hitting the road, and I'm going to that courthouse tomorrow. If I promise y'all, if y'all ain't never believed nothing about me, believe that. If this was happening in July, baby, I promise you. Like I said, I got a friend in Durham who I can get in his house whenever. I could call him right now and say, I'll be at your house in 4 hours. And he say, all right, you know how to get in. And I say, all right, I'll see you when I get there. I mean, he ain't my man. He's like one of my best friends. So even if he got a woman there, it ain't no issue. He got a 4-bedroom house. I got one of them bedrooms is mine. So I wouldn't even have to worry about no hotel. And I would throw some clothes in a bag, and I would be on my way. Abby said, I know I would have been kicked out of that courtroom for cackling shit. Me too. If we'd been, especially if me and Abby had been sitting together, hell, we'd have got kicked out. We'd have got kicked out. Baby, I'd have been on my way. I ain't lying to y'all, I'd have been on my way. If this had happened in the summer, I promise y'all be getting live and in person recaps. Nah, he don't know. At least to my knowledge, he don't know them. I mean, he's my age, child. These churn in their 20s. I doubt very seriously he know them. But hell, he might. But he know a little bit of everybody, child. He probably know somebody that know him. He might. Child. Really, B, didn't know you were on TikTok. Yeah, I'm on TikTok. Hey, boo. I'm trying to get more consistent over here. I'm gonna be honest. Well, I don't want to say it while I'm still live on TikTok, but I'm trying to get more consistent. Anyway, y'all, that's what it is. Let me get out of here so I can record. Started watching you from the Bishop. Oh yes. Hey girl, hey. Yes, I'm over here on the TikTok. I'm trying to but let me get off of here so I can do my review for Reasonable Doubt, so I can watch last night's episode. Because baby, episode 8. Now I know. Like I said, I know now why y'all was wanting y'all were like, girl, I can't wait to get to episode 8. Y'all, now I know why. So Tim is the reason why she stopped wearing those long nails with all that mess on them. Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think so. Oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to check. Hold on. Let me check before we get off here. Let me check my watch time hours on the teacher project. Let's check the watch time hours. How many watch time hours do we need on the teacher project? Let's do some math. Hold on. Let me get a pen, yeah. Well, let me just use my calculator on my phone. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Let's see here. All right, we need 4,000 watch time hours. We have, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. See, I got sidetracked. Somebody from work sent me something I was looking at. All right. What time is it? 8 o'clock? Okay. So we need 4,000 watch time hours. We have 2,883. So we need 1,117 watch time hours. Okay. We need 1,117. So it's 200 of y'all in here right now. If everybody goes and watches 1 hour of one episode of the Teacher Project 2.0, we ain't gonna get there tonight, but that'll put a chunk in it. So we're doing the countdown. We're gonna start watching the countdown. So we have 1,117. So can we get 117 by the end of the week? Can we do that? Can 117 of y'all watch one episode before Sunday? All right, I'm gonna check back. We're gonna check. All right, y'all. I got to do better with the channel too, Auntie Eva. We trying to get more consistent on as well. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. I'm shutting down TikTok. Thank y'all for everybody. We had over 14,000 likes on TikTok. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Mwah. We're getting ready to get off of here. Who is calling me? Who was that was just calling me? All right. We're getting off of here now. And we are getting ready to shut down YouTube, Loving the Teacher Project channel, because you and El Teddy have certainly given some great feedback. Thank you. I appreciate that. Doesn't matter which episode, because I got it on replay right now. I don't know if you get, so it says valid watch time hours. So I don't know if you get credit for watching the same episode over and over again. I don't know. Because I know some of y'all said that y'all watch, you know, and I have too, you know, so I don't know if it's the same ones over and over again. I don't think you get credit. So if y'all could just follow just a random one, child, just a random episode. Because I used to like play it at night and just let it play. But I haven't, because the last couple of months I've been listening to stuff, like listening to books as I go to sleep, but I'm gonna go back to doing that. Thank y'all. We're gonna check back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I don't think I have any plans tomorrow, so I'll probably be here. If I'm home tomorrow night, I'll do something. We got Ready to Love coming back on, child. Love and Marriage Huntsville Saturday. But tomorrow we have Bell Collective and we have the Braxtons. Bell Collective only has 2 more episodes before the reunion, child. They had a short season. So if I'm home tomorrow night, I'll do a review of one of them. And then Saturday, of course, we have Beyond the Gates. It's on JB's channel this week. And I do have a couple of errands to run on Saturday. But again, if I'm home Saturday evening, I'll do something. I'll do Braxton's or something. And then, of course, y'all know Sunday, we have the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, I know that we, myself and Shay in the City said we're going to do Ready to Love. However, as you guys see, Sunday morning, I'm going to be at church with my family. So not sure when we're going to do the first episode. They can either do it without me on Sunday and I'll catch up next week, or we're going to kind of find a time. So, all right, y'all. Y'all have a good evening. Talk to y'all later. Peace.